I like the new thing. But I have been like looking at the forums, and a surprising number of people doubt.
I think it's
I
because
have
people...
issues with the new thing.
Fair. I don't know. It was kind of explained, and it's like, okay, that makes
What
sense.
is
I'm willing
that?
That
to.
new thing?
Spoilers.
It's
Oh.
Gear 5.
No, I just heard like a cello.
Oh, you know
I
what?
have no idea what you're on about.
I have things running in the background. That might be me.
There's nothing lurking in these waters.
Definitely not
I was
me.
just like, why do I get an ominous chill down my spine?
It's definitely not me. Like fate training in Final Fantasy. No.
Here you go, Wizard. Enjoy.
Everyone's having fun with the new soundboard.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's moi. Moi.
Work.
All right. Can we?
All
Yeah,
right. We're
We're
professional.
good.
We're professional since when?
I didn't say we were professionals. I said we're good.
What did I label your guys' campaign under? In my
Seas and
Skies?
skies?
yeah, Seas and Skies, but
Oh, people?
which A through Z letter are you? You are V. Why did I put you in V? What?
Because we're the very best.
A B C D
Sure.
E F G.
All of the.
No, we've already got E.
I have a book I keep all my character cards in, like a little note card box, and it's A B C with like all the index cards. And Group A is under A, Group B is under B, Nobles is under N, Scholars is under S, so that's why you guys couldn't be that. I don't know what.
V maybe for vehicle. V.
We're
is
kind
for
of
vehicle?
S and S, so
Yeah. Weird. So, anyways, I'll just know that for the future. Nefria, Roriku, Enrique.
Out of curiosity, what letter is the season coin?
I just saw them. Hold on.
Or stars and coins? My
Let's
bad.
see. They are under H for reasons unknown to me.
Okay.
Onies.
You know what? Honeymoon, because your wife is helping you with it.
Right? Probably.
I was thinking of like, where is Somni?
Visiting family.
Okay, so she will not be with us tonight.
So I want to mention this that Rob is at a family reunion, and when Somni mentioned that she was going to be visiting family, I was like, Rob, what are the chances that y'all are actually related, and that she's just going to the reunion, and you'll see her there?
I mean, that would be very funny, but also I would not be here because I would have raced to wherever that is.
She has
I'm
a Michigan family, but not.
So does he.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that
That's
Emmy
the
at that
family
point
he's going. That's the reunion. It's in Michigan.
Emmy would have to contemplate the window because goddamn, being related to Rob.
Hey, Rob's a great guy.
Just like, is this part of your master plan? Just like, be a part of all our like first my cousin, now Rob.
It starts with 1.
And you don't know why.
I mean, the part that scares me the most is that how'd you get me involved in all that?
Wait a second. We're about to get started. I just need a kick E first. You don't get to make Linkin Park references around here. I'm kidding. Before I get started, Mr. Ramen Noodles, are you there? You've been quiet.
Ramon.
Oh, you meant me. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I just wanted to make sure.
See, Emmy, Ramen Noodles is a horrible nickname.
Ramon! Hello and welcome to the Ilderon Tales. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, the less cool version of it than Baldur's Gate 3. Where summons and everything are all still well balanced in 5th edition. We were playing in a
I mean, if we wanted
setting.
to do Baldur's Gate, I've got that too.
Baldur's Gate's fun as Flip. I've been playing it all week and I've been loving it. Or all weekend. We were playing in a homebrew setting. It is the world of Ilderon. A cool place. The first couple episodes of these, when people watch the VODs, I like to have a little explanation of like what the world is. Coolest thing about Ilderon is it is cut off from the rest of the multiverse, so everybody's kind of got to exist in this same little space, and all the demi-planes are kind of interlinked to one another. And a lot of the times you get to see these great celestial beings, like where in D&D, you know, Mistra or Shar might be like off doing who knows what. A lot of the times in Ilderon, you can just go and talk to a couple people and find out, oh, hey, my god's like 2 nations over there, you know, campaigning against the infidels. Just chilling out in the material plane. It's interesting. You can read about it. There's a wiki. There's a website, ilderontales.com, and it'll give you all those links. If you're under the age of 14 and you're watching, stop, talk to your parents. And hopefully we have great internet quality tonight. So let's recap last
Nothing
episode.
can possibly go wrong this time.
I had a Spectrum representative come out. He worked on the house for 3 hours. He drilled holes through my walls. He was in my attic. Do you
treat them like I treat my Spectrum representative, where you tell them their service sucks?
He was in. This is recorded, and it's gonna live on the internet forever, and I don't like.
Oh no, that's okay. I
He
literally
was
named my router
really
Spectrum sucks.
socially awkward.
Jesus
Like-
Christ.
They are well aware of my opinion of their service.
Hey, speaking of internet, I hear there's a game that's supposed to be played over it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
I'll take my leave
Let's
then.
jump into our recap. So last session, with this group, it is the start of a new campaign. Last session took place on this island. It is a Heimsdale island known as Leetris. The party has all gathered here for various reasons. There is a captain on the island that is retiring. A man by the name of Lonel, and he has thrown a celebration for his retirement and giving up the life of the seas. As he is retiring, the island is in turmoil, and constant new political issues are swamping and knocking on Heimsdale's door, and all of these things have kind of overshadowed and cast clouds of storms on his retirement. Of the things that are going on the island, there is a local hero named Harmana. She has died just 3 days before this celebration, and every settlement, every group of people on the island loved her, and unfortunately she is no longer with us. There have been riots in the town once known as Esperarena. The town is now known as Wetchard's Fist, as mainlanders from Heimsdale have taken over the ancestral port and are erecting, and I quote, who am I quoting here? Fevu on this, erecting their gaudy keep on the sands of our ancestors. Esperarena is important because it is where the burial ritual or burial rite for all Leetrans, cultural Leetrans, happens, and it is also the most forward port of Heimsdale, and the mainlanders have taken it over, and on the sacred sands are building a massive seaside cathedral or fortress. The last bit of information you all picked up was that Princess Emery, Rubystone, is on the island of Leetris. She has a summer estate in the southern part of the island. A shifty man by the name of Mayago asked you all to go to Princess Emery's estate and scribble down a sketch of what the teleportation sigil is, and bring it back to him, and he will reward you handsomely. And all of that, the chaos of Barco Bezolano's party happened, and he gave away his ship and several half-dozen curses. If you don't remember what curse you got, let me know, because I have them all recorded. And
I do not remember mine.
your curse, the note I have is he got paid to sink a pirate's vessel, found their cove, and partied with them for 3 days instead of doing the job. That curse is yours. And there's one last note I'm missing. Oh yeah, the boat was given in competition to Nefria, and as you guys were going to claim the rewards of the party, you came out to see the boat was sailing away. So Kahlo and Nefria made a agreement at the start of the party. She would distract the captain and he would steal the boat. It seems that he has carried through on that. So it is midday in Rio Loro. You all are finishing your party, or leaving the party with Lionel. You see the boat sailing away in the harbor. Some of you have jumped into the water and are chasing after the boat. Some of you are on the rudder, or on literally the boat's tail. Let's start out tonight's session with everybody who is standing port side. Give me a everybody who's standing port side, give me a perception check. There is some important information from last session that didn't communicated, and now we got new eyes on everything. Port side people, by the way, would be Tuer, Kalbahari, I guess, no, Ina's in the water, Nefria, and Enrique and Roriku are in the water. Give me one for Golden Wind, too.
You said perception?
Perception check.
I'm pretty sure I'm in the water, aren't I?
No, you sent your mouse to
Yeah.
the boat. You were still port side.
Oh, cool.
Woo, killing it. Okay. So, let's see. Gonna go up from 10. Kalbahari, their ship's in port. Nefria and Tuer, this is a very small, little, local port that only the regional islanders use. It is not any, shipping port or anything major like that. There are a lot of ships in harbor, for, just, drifting in the bay for what this port would normally support. Amongst them, Tuer and Nefria, you are going to see there are ships here with the flags of the official Heimsdale Navy, 2 of them drifting in the harbor, and there's another 2 ships of a foreign nation drifting in the harbor. Golden Wind, you get all of that too. In addition, you see people rowing from the foreign nation ship towards the port. That said, let's handle the people on the boat, and Nefria wants to shout something before we get started. Let's
Do
go
I have?
what were you
All
asking?
right. No, I was just saying, do I have the floor? All right. Sokolo, you dumbass, you are doing exactly what I told you to do, but it's my boat. Stop it right now. Turn around. We'll explain when we're on the boat. It's our boat. Stop.
Give me a persuasion check. Oof.
Not the worst, not the worst, not the best.
No, that's pretty solid for level 3. All right, so as both Roriku and
Sokolo.
Enrique. I had to remember who's who. Just give me 2 sessions and I got names. As Roriku and Enrique climb aboard this boat, Sokalo, you see his hands are controlling winds and waters that are moving the boat. He's going to turn with you guys stepping on board. Aboard with him are 2 elementals. He's going to shout back towards Nefria and say, "Your boat? The plan was for me to steal the boat. My boat, you guys can come aboard."
It's my boat. Either it's my boat or you don't exist anymore. I'll do an intimidation if I may.
Go for it.
This tiny little 80-pound with its backpack on is not very intimidating.
So Kahlo, from the helm of the boat, as Roriku and Enrique climb. Oh, I should know this. Lower side thing, center of the boat. Those are my nautical terms. As you guys climb onto the boat, he's going to look over the helm and down the railings and say, "Hey, whatever she's paying you, I'll triple it." Yeah, he holds up 3 fingers.
Nothing. 3 times nothing is nothing.
He's gonna say, "Well, how about enough gold that it rips your pockets open? Huh?"
Look.
How about no? And the fact that it's 2 against 1.
He's going to gesture to the things running the boat, and he's going to say, 3 against 2.
Look, this is your friend's boat. He won it. We are her crew. We're here to take it back. And we can make it simple. We just turn back whatever plan you guys had. You can work it out with her, and we all work together.
He's going to rest his elbows on the. Oh, come on, Emmy.
The wheel?
Yeah, the wheelie thing. I will research nautical terms eventually throughout this
The helm?
Sure.
That's the helm.
He's going to rest his his elbows on it, and say, "Look, I don't want blood, especially not that of friends, but I'm going to need to be in command of where this boat sails."
I mean, she's the captain, so you have to take that with her, but you guys can discuss that amongst yourselves.
Nah, Nefria's an idiot. She's never sailed a day off this island in her life. My dad took me all around the coast.
The coast. Okay. You could be like first mate, you could have her eared, you could, be the one that gives her ideas and tells her what to do. And then, he more or less has
I'm going to stop him right there. It's like, no. What's going to happen is he's going to give us the boat back. And I have way more sailing experience than you do.
He's gonna say, "Where's the farthest place you sailed to? My dad took me across the straits."
I was born in the Straits.
Wait. You're one of those Mirai!
I stand up and show him that I don't have a cloak or anything. Wasn't hiding it.
He's
Enrique's just gonna look at him, like, you couldn't tell? Like, huh?
He's gonna shake his head and say, "We'll talk, but we'll do this diplomatically. This is Litras."
Get the boat back here if you want it to be diplomatic.
You don't hear this going on. He's talking to the people on the ship.
Okay.
Right? We can be
I'm
diplomatic.
just fuming. I'm
Boy,
just
they sure are
fuming.
sailing far away.
We can be diplomatic if we turn the ship back around right now before we get too far out.
He's going to say, "No, I'll anchor it here in harbor. I don't go no place. Stop it! Stop the sails!" The air elemental is going to start flying around the ship, untying things and causing the ship to slow down. He's going to say, "You, handle the anchor," and the water elemental is going to dive off into the water. He'll gesture to one of the rowboats on the back of the ship and say, "Row out there with my terms."
What does it mean, row out there with his terms?
He gestures back towards shore. He asked for a diplomatic, or demanded a diplomatic conversation about this.
I wish there was a way to reach the party and have them have something else come here.
So how are we going to do this diplomatically? I'm not from Litras.
He's going to shake his head and say, Barco Bezos aren't chosen with experience. Barco Bezos aren't chosen with coin. They're chosen by those that choose to follow them.
Okay. Okay, I see where this is going. So you're saying we should get the crew to see who the new captain should be?
He's going to shrug. It says, "Doesn't matter who owns the ship. It matters who guides it."
Okay. How do we know that you just won't go?
He's going to take off a bracelet on his wrist, and he'll toss it down to you. As a show of my good faith.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. Give me a perception or arcana check, either or.
Okay, let's see which one will be better for me.
As he tosses you down the bracelet, the air elemental zipping around the ship, tying up the sails, dissipates.
Okay, I guess that was his spell focus. Alright. Okay. I'll pick it up. Like, okay. Well. Guess we gotta drag this boat over and pick everybody up.
Do we at short notice that it stopped?
You do. You see the ship come to a stop in harbor. Like the other large sailing vessels, it is anchored in the harbor.
All right.
I'd like to do a perception check to see what you mentioned, those foreign ships and the military ships, keeping an eye on what they're up to.
Yeah, I believe you passed the perception check already for Nefria. If you want any more information, I can just describe to you what you see, so you don't have to roll again.
That would be great.
Give me 1 second to... load this. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, let's see. So there are foreign ships in the harbor. Okay, so in the harbor, Nefria, you see 2 ships belonging to Heimstale. They've got the scaled shield of Heimstale as their emblem on the sails, and some of the flags waving. Oh, I'm sorry. They've got a symbol of a Seahawk as their sails. It is the new symbol of Wedgerid's Fist, and they have flags waving from their ship of Heimstale's scaled shield. The ones that you don't recognize are from, there is a cross on the ships. It is white and red with flames through the middle of the cross. You can roll me a history check. DC 12. No, I'll give it to you DC 11. If you recognize it. Oh.
I do not.
Anybody else reach higher? Tor, you do see the ship. It is a DC 7 check for you. Well,
Damn.
that's what it is.
Clearly, just not. I see it. It's just like, can't be bothered thinking about that right now. Got other more important stuff on the mind.
Golden Wind saw it too. It's a DC 14 check for Golden Wind though, so it's
Okay.
not as easy.
No, I don't know shit. I'm not
yeah,
from here.
That's fine.
Wow, no one gets it.
That said, you guys can ask other people. You know what? Ina's in your group. I will roll her a perception check. She sees these ships. And what was the DC I said for Roriku? I didn't set one. I set one.
You did not set one for me.
I said 7. She rolled a 10.
Let me.
Ina is going to say, what's Undar ships doing this far south? And otherwise, everybody else can row back to, or rather, not everybody. Only one person needs to row back to shore. How many
Undar ships were there?
2.
I'm going to let Enrique row back to shore so that I can keep an eye on what's his face?
Soap? Okay.
Miyago.
All right.
No,
I don't
Miyago's not
trust
on the
that.
ship.
Oh, I thought he rode back. Oh.
No,
this-
Miyago's the shifty. Here, let me add a note for you guys.
Okay,
Contractor
Miyago's the shifty gear. I gotcha.
from Rio Loro looked sketchy. There we go.
So, Sokolo
Yeah,
is the guy that stole the ship.
Sokolo is one of the local youth. Sokolo will local Rio Loro youth stole ship.
Okay.
And I will add any more notes to any of them that you want. Enrique, you sail back to shore. Give me an athletics check. Woof! You kill it with this.
Oh
bow.
shit! I'm not liking.
With only
He ain't smart, but he's strong.
with only one person in this rowboat alone, you are able to book it a lot faster than some of the other boats rolling in the harbor. I'm gonna give this choice to you. Give me a evens or odds decision.
Who, me?
Yep.
I'm gonna say odds.
All right. So as this music's so intense. I'm so sorry. Give me something ambient. This is fine.
Also, hello,
Uh,
Insomni.
Oh, is she
Wait,
hanging out in
Somni's here?
Discord? Hey, wonderful. Hi, love. So as you are standing on shore, or on the port, watching all of this happen in the bay, Roriku and Enrique negotiate with Soak. Enrique starts rowing towards you. There's another ship coming. There's another rowboat coming to shore that pulls to the wooden docks out in the water. They tie up their rowboat. It is those two Undar representatives. They just barely beat Enrique here, who, Iron Man's it all the way through the water, like an Olympic sailing or rowing champion. As they are walking across the pier, Enrique is a few steps behind them. They come to the Barco Bezos watching, and to the party that's also standing here, the small crowd watching the stolen ship in the harbor. One of the ladies, she speaks up and says, I'm here looking for a local of this island, one by the name of Kalbahari, of the deep seas. Has anyone seen this individual? There are shuffled looks amongst them before a few eyes dart towards Kalbahari, standing tall amongst everyone else.
He's going to look over when he hears his name saying,
Before you say anything, Uncle Marco's going to step forward and say, who's asking? She's going to say, excuse my manners. I am Diexra, Gaiori of our great and vigilant flame, Barina Girius. Asatar Barina Girius. And he's gonna say, if I was Kalbahari, what would you want with him? She's going to say, simply some questions of arcane curiosities we've heard that have gotten to northern ports.
and what kind of curiosities are those?
There is another woman in glasses behind her. She is going to step forward and say, yes, we are studying Leyweave magic within Galkan and hoping to expand that to the seas. We want to make a magical network of defense for Undarian waters, and there have been tales of some of the creatures in the depths that you have learned a spell to ward them off. My name is Arcanomancer Neonelia. She offers a hand forward. I'm working on behalf of Imperial Arcanomancer Thenora.
Pleasure to meet you. As he holds down a hand to shake it, although I do know some of that knowledge. It is not my place to teach that magic.
Well, you see, potentially, if we have the ability to cast spells through conduits stationed throughout Galkin, spells that could provide areas of protection and warding consistently with the powers unlocked by Arcanomancer Thenora. If we could just learn that spell, we could potentially make a think of it like a net that sends any creatures that would seek to terrorize Undar's shores elsewhere. Drexa is going to say, in any case, I assume you're Kalbahari. We have traveled long and far. This matter doesn't need to be taken care of tonight. We'll be in port. It is nice to know that the rumors are not unsubstantiated.
Again, it is not my place to teach this kind of magic, nor do I feel at this moment it would be needed for you to learn the magic that I think you're referring to.
Neonelia is going to shake her head and say, well, I have a week to convince you before Thenora requests my presence again. She'll nod to everybody on the bay and say, I hope we can make the pleasure of your acquaintance. Uncle Rico is going to smack his lips. Enrique, you're behind them watching all of this transpire. There is a uneasy standoff between them.
Right, so anyway, Captain, your friend wants to negotiate.
I guess we're gonna go enjoy the boat for the first time. Let's all head over there.
Okay, I'm gonna need help on the way back. I might
I
have
can
gotten
help.
here fast. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, all these people, it's gonna take another pair of hands.
I can help you with the rowing.
All right.
And I can help you out as well.
Lonor is going to cross his arms and say, when you get that sorted, I'll give you the deed to the ship. Come back and see me.
Wait, didn't he already take the deed, like, when he won?
I don't think he transferred it.
I thought he
I
took
don't think I have the
paper.
deed yet. I don't think I have the deed yet.
Yeah, I don't see it in your inventory. Yeah. Alright, so you guys get on Enrique's boat?
Yeah.
Alright, there is Enrique, Ina, Kalbahari, Tuer. Do you get on, or do you wait for Kalbahari to finish?
I didn't catch that.
Oh, do you get on the boat, or do you wait for Kalbahari to finish?
If Kalbahari is, yeah.
Okay. 4 of you, Nefria, 5, and Thevu make 6.
I believe I'm with them on the dock
Oh,
as well.
God
and
damn
Golden
dice.
Man. That makes 7. Your boat is overloaded. Ina's going to choose to swim.
I mean, I'm pretty small.
Fair enough. You and Ina are both 0.5. Squeezed up next to
I'm barely 0.5 also.
All right, so you got 0.3, 0.3, and 0.33333.
Together, the three of you make a person and a half.
That's alright, because I'm
Like, if we get a
1.5.
trench coat, we can see an R-rated movie.
Enrique, I'm not gonna make you roll for getting back, as long as you do okay with the waves and somebody helps you. You're fine. I just wanted to roll to see how close you get to that last event, how quick you get back to shore.
Got it.
That said, you guys can row to the side of the boat, climb your way up, and Soak is going to be smiling a big toothy grin. Fevu is going to speak up immediately and say, "You're an idiot! We were supposed to steal the boat together."
You're the idiot, Sokolo. It's my boat.
No,
I didn't even
Fevu
have
calls
to.
Soklo an idiot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're. I'm gonna put in just. We got a lot of characters, so please bear with me. First mate.
We got like 20 people here.
Yeah, there we go. First mate Fevu.
She was at the table with me and Sokolo at the beginning.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay. You were saying though?
I'm going to second Fevu's statement and call Sokolo complete idiot. It's we've already got the boat. There is no need to steal it. It's my boat.
He's going to say, "Yeah, but you guys are going to go do that dumbass job for Maego. I got a better one, and I'm offering anybody who calls me Barco Bezo 3 times whatever either of you would pay them."
What's the job?
He's going to
I don't
say,
think that's how that works. Is that how that works? I feel like there's a lot of official documentation.
I saw
Little kids need to stay out of grown-ups' business. You be quiet.
I saw where Maego keeps all of his gold. He's got buckets of it in a cove just down the coast. I was just gonna go by and scoop it up.
It sounds like something that isn't of immediate importance.
Also, you could do that with a rowboat. You're an idiot. This is a real ship.
Yes, you would. With a ship of this size, you would be drawing all sorts of attention to yourself, making yourself very easy to chase down. I would have to agree with the group consensus. You're dumb.
I just don't like you. And I don't want to be under you as a Barco Bezos.
He's going to shrug and say, "Hey, I say who's ever guiding the mission gets to call themselves captain. You bring the thing that gets us food." He taps the helm. "You get to push this wherever you want. Sound fair?"
I mean, usually
We've
how
already
it's done in
come
the
up with a
forest
better-
is like whoever has the biggest stick wins. So
Did someone
I'm
say
going to
big
tell
stick?
them
Calls
that
out
since
Walter.
what's his name?
Nefria? Or the old captain?
Not the old captain. Is it Tuer that won the ship? Who won the ship?
Nefria.
Yeah,
I
Nefria.
did. Yeah, Nefria.
I'm going to say Nefria won the ship. Nefria got the job, so Nefria can supply food for us. I'm going to let them be the Barco Bezos.
He's gonna point and say, "Hey, Nefria was supposed to distract you while I stole the ship. She's a mutineer."
And then she won the ship legitimately, and then just became the captain default. So looks like your plan really went tits up.
It looks like she's mutinying against you.
Well, you're mutinying against her now.
He's going to shrug and say, "Fine, take the ship. I'll take a rowboat. I'll get my own crew."
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Hookers.
one brain cell.
I'm going to lock eyes with Sokolo and be very deliberate and say, "Look at me. I am the captain now."
You all.
He's gonna look to Enrique and say, "Give me my bracelet back."
Sure. And I have it to him. I nothing him. I don't care. I
Uh,
don't. I don't like.
He'll look at all of you and say, "When I have a Navidar and I'm the most respected and beloved Barco Bezo of Litris, you'll all look to me and say, man, I sure wish I would have followed Sokolo. He was really handsome and he was really smart and he had really good ideas."
Have you looked in the mirror?
Often.
I
And
Put away
As
with
he
it.
turns off, like, Golden Wind is just gonna kind of like, I knew a guy like him like that in the forest. He tried to
I'm
like
gonna-
stand up against the fire giant. He's dead now.
I'm gonna lean down towards Ina and go, "Is this what surface dwellers find attractive?"
she's going to look over to you and say, I don't know, I'm taking notes. At which point, as soon as he is climbing off, or as soon as he is off the ship into the rowboat, he's going to gesture and say, I'm taking this! All's fair is fair! He's going to start rowing back towards shore.
All right.
Does
Don't
he ever
worry.
think-
Fevu is going to speak up and say, Mayago made it seem like he got a lot of money from whoever wants this teleportation sigil. I don't think he was lying. I don't think Sokolo was lying about the buckets of coins.
Think they're connected as another way that he could have gotten money.
Sounds like a great follow-up once we finish clearing out that castle and causing some disturbances. It sounds like a nice little payday afterwards.
I think that money is on how Mialgo is going to be paying us. We're
he's
just
probably
getting
not
it
gonna pay us
legit.
all of it though.
That's
But
true.
to that point, I'm not going to bend my knee to a guy who steals a ship that was rightfully won.
I'll agree on that.
Well, it's
Like,
turned
if
out
he wanted
in
the
the
ship, he
best way
could win it
possible.
from us. But stealing it, nah.
Fevu is going to look around and say, well, all things considered, she's seen better days, but it's a pretty nice vessel.
Right. We should probably turn around and talk and.
I
get
can do
everything.
that. I can easily helm this ship.
I mean, weren't those people like here to talk to you about a thing? I mean, they're staying
Yeah.
important. You're leaving.
They will be there for a week.
The thing that they want me to teach them is something that, as I stated, I don't plan on teaching them. Nor do I feel that any surface dweller really should learn unless they are taught by someone who knows the magic naturally.
I have no idea what you're all talking about.
I don't know, but I'm just kind of curious about the magic now that I've been told like people should know about it.
Fevu is going to rub her hands together and say, yeah, you've got cursed magic?
He's gonna put his hands against his temple going, there was a spell I used that caused the Leviathan that was heading towards one of these islands to make it run away. After my Yondar almost completely got wiped out from it. It was very gravely wounded. I don't know what this spell does. I just know that it is potent and that I am mimicking it from a woman that I saw casting it.
Magic that is incomplete, from what you're telling. Probably a good idea not to be teaching incomplete magics. Who knows? They might accidentally blow up.
Well, I mean,
Or
yeah,
maybe you
but
specifically do want to because they might blow up. Who knows?
it just a suggestion. Infusing it into an item.
She's
He's going to.
gonna gesture back to shore and say, that seems what they wanted to do.
Yes.
Well, I mean, like,
The thing is,
I'm not the best like spellcaster, my magical output's a little weak, but like I'll reach into like
I'm
my
gonna
bag
say
and
this.
pull out a rod, and it's like I'm really good at like infusing items. And I'll say the word fish and giant, and basically what used to be just like a plain old stick kind of like sharpens to a point as like a thin line comes in, and then it has a reel, and I'm now holding a fishing pole.
Hold on.
Okay.
Can we finish
So,
this conversation
if I
after we
may-
dock?
Yeah, you
Why
guys
don't
can,
we save this
start working.
conversation
Yeah.
for when we're not just sitting around like ducks doing nothing?
While he pilots the ship, he's going to look at what's your name, Blitz? What's
Riku for
Ro-
short.
Riku. He's gonna say, in primordial Roriku, I learned it from from a moon singer. It's moon singer magic.
Yes. Emmy, do I know what a moon singer is?
You do. Roll a history check, and in growing amounts of 5, I'll give you information. Whoa!
What is
That's beautiful.
Well
Um,
done.
So, Roriku, you are aware of what moonsingers are. Mirai culture is wide and expansive. Moonsingers to Mirai would be like what traditional sirens are. They are half spirit, bodies of, the lower half of like fish, like mermaids, and upper half of human. They are the most ancient Mirai that you know of, and each one is not only venerable, but well respected in having essentially the status of a prince or princess amongst Mirai culture. However, they are also revered and wander around like hermits. They command ancient magics that are unknown to most Mirai regularly. When people have tales of saving sailors lost to the depths and things like that, those are often moon singers doing that. They can command soul magic and do things with reanimation and life that frankly is unheard of in the surface and in other aspects of Mirai culture.
Okay.
For the most part, moonsingers are very ancient magical sea witches, would be the best way to describe them.
All right. Riku's eyes widen and go, and in primordial he speaks back. You were able to copy one of their spells by seeing it.
He's gonna give a slow nod. She used it a few times around me, still speaking in primordial, while driving the ship, and yeah, I drove back a Leviathan that almost escaped to Yondar. I don't fully know what this spell does yet, but it makes me feel different whenever I'm in its effect. I saw her using it to go into the Sunless Sea. I know her name, and I think me and her are on neutral term. But I told them I don't feel comfortable teaching it to them as it's not my place. I think I'm within my rights to be able to say that.
They're not they're not going to try and cast it themselves. Well, first off, 100% first off, I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Who wants to learn this spell? Why do they want to learn this spell?
They want to learn this spell as a net to prevent other sea life to attacking their islands and putting it into an object. And basically recounting what they told him as he docks the ship, because I somehow have steady. I am not joking. I have steady. I can easily dock a ship.
You're fine. I also rolled for Favu, or Favu. She is helping out. She rolled a 19 before any of her sea vehicle bonuses, so you guys are doing well crewing this vessel.
Actually, what would I roll for piloting this ship?
It is a tool proficiency. Use sea vehicles if you have it, or sea vehicles if you have it on the left side of your ship.
It is considered a tool
I do.
proficiency?
I do.
Yeah,
I have
it's
water.
Ooh.
I have water
Yeah,
and
tool-
land vehicle proficiency. I am
Yeah.
proficient with them.
And it's
Ooh, level
it's,
6 will be fun.
What would we roll? Yeah, what ability would be used to roll with it?
However you determine that you're helping, you can make an argument for any side. So if you want to pull sails, you can use strength if you're tying knots. You can use dexterity.
I was going to
if
use
you're-
wisdom for piloting the ship and basically the equivalent of parallel parking it.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
She's helping out. It would take somebody bringing up the anchor, but the whole time this conversation has been happening, I've assumed you guys have been, working.
And now
and
that I know-
talking.
Now that I know, what's going on because someone finally relayed it to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And by the way, her
I-
job as a first mate ? If she fills that role is, helping everybody else with the things that they don't know. So once she rolled a 24 plus on this check, I was just like, okay, no matter what's happening, she can go around and oh no, tie this knot like this, no, pull that up here, and generally you guys are good, so you don't have to worry about rolling.
All right. Emmy, what was the name of the group that this woman was a part of?
The one on shore.
Yeah, the one that wants
They-
Kalbahari's.
There were two of them. One was a Gaiori knight. You can roll a history check on that if you for Gaiori. The other one called herself an Arcanomancer. They're here on behalf of the nation of Undar.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I needed to.
You don't know what a Gaiori knight is, or not Gaiori knight, what an Arcanomancer is, but you've sailed plenty of times in the Thorn Straits. You have had your run-in with the Gaiori. If the Gaiori are the United States Secret Service, they are, the Hitler's secret police. They are powerful, very talented knights. Devoted specifically to the nation's leader and her commands.
Gotcha. So they're CP0 in One Piece.
Yeah. Whatever Barina needs doing, they are moving about the world, making sure it's brought to fruition. They serve their great and glorious leader, and they are well-trained magical fire knights. Each one is a commando unto themselves.
Okay. My biggest thing is that I'm toast to Kalbahari. My biggest thing is twofold. One, they're not trying to cast a spell themselves. They want to use a medium that you put the spell into to protect the islands. Two, protecting people isn't a bad thing. If I had a spell that could protect my people, I would. The thing is, I don't know if I can trust the Galbahari Knights.
Or Gaiori.
The Gaiori Knights.
If I could put forward a suggestion.
Can you speak Primordial?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were something primordial.
I was it's why I've been silent the whole time. I can't.
We've been speaking primordial this entire time, and it's deliberately why he's going to look at them. Anybody who's looking at them confused, just I'm explaining things that I don't feel comfortable fully explaining at this moment with other people too close.
I have a question. How do you make a sound like that? Doesn't seem physically possible.
Oh, you go really deep into the stomach area.
Kalbahari's going to go at the same level as Golden Winds and say in primordial practice.
Tua's just
know
going
what you
to
just said, but it sounded important.
Tua's just going to raise a hand just in the background. It's like, hey, I have something to input.
Yes.
Is it like giant? Is it like more nasally or like more back of the throat?
If I may, because I assume you're still talking about that.
Can you speak primordial?
I'm making inferences.
Then how do you
I'm,
know
I'm,
what we're
I'm
talking
just,
about?
I'm just because I can see you constantly looking over at them. I have eyes, and also
He's steering the ship. He's looking at the dock.
By the way, as this conversation is happening, the ship is slowly coming to a stop at the wooden docks.
Okay.
But regardless, if that magic thing is still what you're talking about, I would just like to point out this: by not sharing it, you do have essentially a bargaining chip. Should we end up in shit later?
I mean, apparently,
In
curses are a
primordial
good thing. You can
go.
tell them that you're going to teach it to them tomorrow, and then we leave tonight. And then you got
Well-
a curse. And apparently, if I'm understanding the backwards fucking logic of this island, that's bad luck is good luck, and good luck is bad luck. So screwing someone over gives you good luck for somehow.
You are learning, young one.
I have. I'm going to turn back to him and go. The older one has a point. The younger one needs to shut up.
I'm going to say
I mean, I'm trying to learn. It's kind of a weird concept to like, I mean, kind of like where I'm from in the forest. It's like kind of like, you know, everyone looks out for themselves, and like if you can help out, that's great. But you know, don't do it at the risk of your own neck. Otherwise, like Magahuto might like chuck you at like the next giant that walks by.
in primordial, Kalbahari is going to reply, I don't want more innocents being hurt. While this can protect innocence, I don't know the full extent of the spell, and I don't know why it ran away. Which means if it only ran away because it was weak, and it caused it only is a fear tactic while a creature is weak, I don't want them to weaken their defenses and leave. Remember, the creature was wounded when I cast the spell. Creatures act different. Leviathans act differently when they're weakened.
Ina is going to see you guys talking about this, make her way up to the helm and chime in. We shouldn't share magic from moon singers. They're powerful and ancient. They can handle it. Surface dwellers might not. Who knows what they would do with it?
I agree with you on that.
That's why I don't. That's why I said I don't know if I can trust these people with it, anyways. All right. Just tell them that.
I told them that it is not my place to teach, that it is someone who is naturally gifted this magic. It is not my place to teach it. It is someone else's, and I will repeat that till the day I die or they prove themselves.
Are we still in primordial, or can I like chip in on something?
That last bit was in primordial, but we're done talking.
Actually, I'll say I'll repeat the it's not my place to teach it in common. It's not my place to teach it. Everything after that is in common. It is not my place to teach it.
Okay. I'll be. But like, how does one go about proving themselves? Asking for a friend.
You go down to the bottom of the ocean and find yourself a what was the name of the thing again?
A moon singer.
You would
Moonsinger.
definitely die in the attempt. It's not worth.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
my dad. So my dad, before he was chucked by Mananota, and I don't like thinking about that part. But he had a tool, and I could go to the bottom. I need to recreate it though, and I don't have his notes. I don't know. I'll work on that part. You know.
Actually, out of curiosity,
something for that.
besides Riku, is it Riku?
Yes.
Besides Riku and Ina, who here actually speaks Primordial?
Are we just going over like what languages we all have, or
No, just Primordial, because I want to know who actually understood the conversation.
I don't.
Okay.
I do not.
Plot twist, they've heard all of it.
I don't.
Surprisingly, you can roll me an
Oh wait, I just realized Aquan is part of fucking Primordial. Yeah, I understood the entire thing.
Yeah, you did.
You can roll me
Insight.
a insight check for Roriku. Each time you guys spoke from the various points around the ship, you did see Favors looking up at you.
I did?
Yes.
Okay.
I was too busy piloting the ship.
Oh, now I got a good roll.
But congratulations, you heard that entire conversation.
So yeah, no, actually, I could comment at any point. Sorry, I can read.
I could
Oh,
comment
I'm
at
not
any point.
illiterate.
My point is I can read. And it's like, thank you. That's irrelevant or disgusting, but that is very well noted for the future.
Like, you know what? I don't actually like care about this, but you know.
That's fair. But, like I said, and he's going to look over towards, who's the Nefira?
Nefria.
Nefria. He's going to look towards Nefria and ask a simple question from, do you want to be the leader of the ship?
I want my values to remain on the ship. I do not want the ship to ever join a large seafaring group. I value the freedom of being one ship. I do not need to be the person that says where we go, but I insist that the ship remains free from outside forces.
Fevu is going to say, "Here, here."
If I could just ask, because I'm just learning new land and everything. Why? Genuine question of just why. I don't know.
She's going
The-
to. Oh, go ahead.
Well, we
Was
are
that
of the
question
lawless sort.
pointed towards me, I assume? Like, why do I care about freedom? Or what was the...
Like, why do you not want to join like a large Undar or?
the individuality. I've been on this island my entire life. I've seen these sailors come and go, and only the ones that followed their path are the ones I respect and emulate. I don't want to be a sheep following.
I'm going to chime in here.
I can respect that.
So I know where she's
Well-
coming from. A small, tight-knit group, like a family. And an extended family is hard to keep track of.
As far as I'm concerned, all I know is pulls out letter. Yep, I was assigned to be part of small crew, not part of army.
That is fair. So, if you want to continue being leader, that's fine with you. I only asked that because, I don't know, a small part of me felt like that you were very flabbergasted when the role of leader was assigned to you.
I admit that my experience, there are more experienced members even among our crew. I believe that I contribute significantly, but there are those that are more aware and more cognizant of the world. And I'd rather follow a smart person than be leading a group of smart people with my dumb self.
I'm not the smartest man on this ship, but I'm among the wisest. Intelligence and wisdom are not the same thing.
I mean, I'm pretty crafty.
So
I'm not dumb. I just have no experience. I've only heard stories, and there are people that have lived those stories.
Fevu is going to speak up and say, Soak's an idiot, but he had a point. Why do we only need one captain? Who's ever making the plan calls the shots for their plans. Makes sense to me. Plans change, shot caller changes.
I can agree with that.
Does that bode well with the group?
No, because I feel like at times someone's got to put their foot down. And if we,
I would like to retain 51% of captainship.
that sounds like you just want to be captain. Look, the captain doesn't have to know everything. That's why you have a crew. A crew that has people that specialize in different areas. They pick up what you can't. They pick up the slack that you can't handle. But for everything else, we need a leader that's able to put their foot down and go, "Yes, we're doing this," or "No, we're not."
I'm prepared to put my foot down, as long as the party is willing to supplement areas that I do not know.
I think I can manage that.
Isn't that how a crew is supposed to work?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay.
This is not an iron fist, but when needed, I will put my foot down.
Like, honestly, a captain that thinks they know and can handle everything themselves sounds kind of dumb because they have no blame if everything just doesn't go their way.
There
In the
is actually a
distance,
place.
you see Soak rowing, and he shouts out, "You know what? I don't even need a crew."
I'm gonna point to Soak and go, "That guy is not captain material."
You see, there is actually a very special place where all of the captains who think they can take on the world and the oceans by themselves go. It's called
The bottom.
It's called the ocean floor.
Is it fun on the ocean floor?
No.
Not if you
And I
can't
can-
breathe underwater.
No, and I can say from partial experience, no, it is not unless you enjoy fighting.
I shrug and go, "Oh no, I enjoy it."
It is quite enjoyable down there. But again, if you cannot breathe underwater, then
Calvin is going to reiterate: do you enjoy fighting?
I'm going to say your okay, what's it called? Analogy. I don't think it does what you think it does.
As captain,
Also,
the
like, I
first
have a
order.
question. Like, what?
Considering like 4 people can breathe on the water, I don't think your analogy works.
What constitutes an ocean? Is it like a really big lake, or
Calvahari
I get
is
it that it's a body of water. I got that.
Calvahari is going to point over your shoulder and say, "Look out! Look over
Okay.
there. That is the ocean."
Ah. So it's like a really big lake.
You guys are going to see two of the Barco Bezos waiting at the end of the docks are going to say their farewells with Lionel and start walking off in a different direction. Uncle Marco is still there, and Lionel's Sea Witch is still there with him.
Alright. So, the reason why I asked this was he wasn't giving us the deed to the ship till after we decided who was the leader. So let's go ahead and let the leader get the deed.
All right, time to say our goodbyes to Lionel and take care of this paperwork. Are we back on dock? Well, we're back on dock already, so I'll approach Lionel and say thank you for your patience. We got this all sorted out, and we're going to
You guys
do your
are not
boat
the
justice.
only ones on the dock walking towards him. He's going to say, yeah. Anyways, he pulls out from below his short shirt the most stained, blood-stained, coffee-stained, sea-rhymed sheet of paper that has been through all manner of storms, all manner of salt water, all manner of sweaty chest hair. Unrolls it and says, hold on, let me go grab the name of this. As the Barco Bezo, captain of the Seastrin, hereby give all duties and all tasks of the ship and her crew to, what's your name, lass?
Afria.
Nefria. What's your last name, lass?
Nefria. Oh god.
Yeah. He looks up and says, with that, he scribbles out his name with a piece of charcoal on the form. Says, "Ship's yours." Another member joins your guys' conversation, walking down the dock with two guards on either side of her. They are going to step forward and say, "Attention! You're in the presence of Admiral Nevi Alarai." And she's going to look towards Lionel and says, "Captain Lionel, I've tracked you here to this far side of the port. Congratulations on your retirement. But you have unpaid fines totaling 500 coins left from Esperina." Captain Lionel's going to say, "Their ship now." She
It
looks
really is.
I'm not surprised, but I'm still disappointed.
towards you and says, "I was hoping that we could come to some sort of negotiation and I forgive the debt. In exchange, you help me with the locals." He's going to say, "Debt! I don't have it anymore. Too bad. Good luck, Admiral." Uncle Marco is going to laugh. And the old sailors are going to walk away. Uncle Marco's going to say, "Good luck, kids."
I'll wave goodbye.
Or already walking away as well.
We're walking in the opposite direction.
we're
The
just-
moment she started walking up, we're walking away.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay,
yep. There's a
okay,
person.
follow the captain. I
She
want-
had
I
a
want to say,
conversation
yeah,
with,
let's just keep walking.
with what's his name? We were leaving.
It's like, you owe a debt. I think now is time to exit stage, right?
You owe debt. Ah, yes, that's my cue. Bye bye.
She's literally nobody's talking to her.
We
Everybody's
left.
walking away.
We all pushed us
Yeah,
to
just
Lionel.
Oh, no.
Just walking.
Yeah,
We
she's
have-
going to shout and say, "Really? If I see that ship sails in my port, I'm sinking it."
Calvahari is going to stop and going to turn around saying, "How can?" Calvahari is going to stop and go, "I'll talk to her."
No, we should just leave.
Riku's going to touch
No.
Kalbahari's shoulder and turn around, and in Primordials, scream out, "I don't speak common."
Hold on.
And then walk away.
We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go.
It's like, get on the boat, get on.
I imagine this like what's his what's your character name?
Calvahari.
Yeah,
Riku.
Riku grabs one arm, Chua grabs the other. We're just dragging.
Yeah, I was like, no. We don't need to
Kalbahari
fight this fight.
We are leaving.
We're not what you call the good guys.
No, we're One Piece pirates. We
pinches,
value freedom
her-
and not paying our taxes.
Eyebrows for a minute, just thinking, and then in the most broken primordial you've ever heard, she says, "I am you do the owe money me."
I'm just
primordial.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy on myself, and I'm going to just look back at them and just shout, "Your beefs with Lionel!"
Alright, you guys can ship, leaving the admiral.
Okay,
Behind
Kalbahari.
I love this.
Kalbahari. Oh no! It's just like.
If Gabahari tries to stay behind, like Tuera has grabbed his arm and is just currently going towards the ship.
No, Kalbahari.
Okay, what's Kalbahari do?
Kalbahari is. He's just grabbing the bridge of his nose, just shaking his head, saying, "I hate you right now."
Tour
So
and
it's like
Riku
we
probably
don't
just
recognize
laughing it
their
off,
authority
going,
here,
that's
crime
fine.
understanding.
Look, we're just
say
saying,
no
we're just saying,
common and
fuck the
giant?
government. Fuck the man.
Favu is going to say, "Where's a handful of mud when you need it?"
My God.
Not in the direction of the ship, which is where we're going.
Kalbahari is going to look at both
Tuar and Riku.
Riku and Toar and saying in Primordial, it probably isn't a bad thing to mention I could cast that spell right now.
Yeah,
She's
don't,
not the one
don't do it.
asking for it.
No, I know I'm not. I'm just letting them know. Like, you two know, I know she's not asking for it. However, if you want to...
I think we just leave.
We are leaving? Leave it as that.
No, I'm saying this as we're leaving.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, but no, it's like maybe if they try to follow us.
It's like, look,
You
okay.
don't know what's talking about, Cat.
Oh, you're in primordial stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in Primordial. Listen, okay, just do not. Bad.
I'm not at this moment.
Good.
It's like,
Keep
look,
that way.
we're not mad at her.
We're
We're
just
on
not
the
getting
same
involved.
side
We're
with
just
her.
dodging the bill.
It's like we ain't paying that shit.
We don't have... I don't think... I'm just going to say, I don't even think any of us have the money to do a quarter of it.
Oh fuck no.
No, and I'm also not going to do a job for her, so she can just,
Favu is going to speak up and say, "Yeah, I agree. That's the bitch ruining things right now over in Wetchard's fists." She says with a lot of vitriol.
Oh.
Come on, onto the ship. I don't care if we're going into the middle of the night. We're sailing away right now, and we are going to get.
No. We don't. Hold up. We got a job to do on this island.
Yeah, that we need to sail around to go to.
It doesn't happen for a couple of days, right?
Well, that's how long we have to do it.
Yeah. You guys can go rob Princess Emery's estate, or the world's your oyster.
My plan was to go scout out the estate first before we decide to set sail and do anything.
Okay, so how far away is the estate? Because we could always just sail to a distance away from it, and then scout from there.
Let's see. I will do the math right now. Where is my math? And...
But after what's just happened, no, we are not leaving the ship here. We are leaving. We are taking the ship with us. We'll think about everything else once we're gone.
Nobody else.
I'm going to just be looking at the captain and saying, which plan are we going to be going along with?
We're going to Emery.
I mean, like, this is Jackal the human speaking. I vote we dodge taxes and get the hell out of Dodge.
We are already dodging taxes, motherfucker. We are right now trying to figure out whether or not we're going to the
ship. I don't hear that part happening.
We are
because we got money to make.
We are getting out of Dodge so that we can go make the money.
Well, no, we need to make the money first, and then we get out of Dodge.
What matters is we get out of this port. and note, she specifically said that if she sees our sails, so we also need to get new sails.
No, if she sees this ship.
She specifically said the sails.
And her.
I know it's implied the full
she means the ship.
I know.
I can also paint the ship. That's not terribly difficult.
Yeah, just paint the sails.
You guys are causing me to have an aneurysm right now.
How do you think
I expected from the child. You two are.
We're clearly important character and doping the hell.
Our group is now on the ship and we are leaving.
Oh, I am crying
I
with
mean, like,
laughter.
we're not villains, but we ain't law-abiding citizens.
Let's see. 218 miles and
Yeah, with 2 days, we're gonna have to sail there.
Well, pause.
hold on.
Pause.
Give me
We
a
don't
second.
know if Emmy's talking about on land or on water. So hold your horses.
You guys got a bark, so it is a very fast ship. So hold on. Let's see. Bark.
I also can, with the steady feet, I can move twice the normal amount of time.
We are here.
Okay. So if you all hands on deck, what's the crew of this thing? All hands on deck, handling the mass. With weather that's not bad. It is a half a day's sailing. I'm sorry, I forgot to say. When you guys ask about it, Fevu is going to bring people into the captain's quarters. She brings out a sea chart that Nyago gave her and a area marked on the southern tip of the island. By all accounts and measures, there is nothing down there for the locals who live here. But if nobles were to put a secret mansion on the island, in the remote regions of the island, would probably be the place. Doing the math and charting a course, if you guys set sail, it would be a half a day's travel, 14 hours. Or, I'm sorry, about 15 hours, just under 14 hours.
I'd like to give us I'm going to use my personal rune of weather augmentation, and I'm going to try to give us some better weather.
We're not setting sail yet. We're not setting sail yet.
Okay.
We're coming up with a plan.
Does these 15 hours? Oh, okay. I can move twice the normal amount.
Well, one more thing. We don't know. We know that he said there was a secret castle here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it if we went on foot?
Well, we're on Rio Laura, right? Or on the left side of the island? Yeah.
You'd be looking at something like that. You want me to do that math? I can. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, I just want to see, because like I said, we have a couple of days. My first thought was to scout it before we do anything.
I mean,
we could sail most of the way down there and then scout it by land. I think if we travel as a party most of the way down there, and then we have 1 or 2 or 3 people check it out, that would be the best use of it.
Yeah. So,
on
first
foot,
question is this possible in a reasonable amount of time? The second question is there somewhere we can dock the ship before we reach the southern point so that we can approach it from land? Like, there's, options.
If there is one, I can easily find it while we're driving the boat.
Let's see. So if you were to do it, if you were, stop travel calculator. If you were to do it, walking, with a normal pace, you would make it in 4.5 days. If you really push yourselves and you travel at instead of marching for 8 hours a day, you march for 16 hours a day, you would get there in 2.5 days.
And how many days do we have to pull this off?
He didn't give you a time frame. He said that he will be in Wetchard's Fist / Esper Arena in 3 days' time, where you can meet up with him in case you can't find him.
Okay, and then when is she leaving the island? That was
Are you
mentioned as
asking
well.
Feivu that?
Yes, because Beivu was the one who.
Feivu is going to say she's probably going to be here for the rest of the summer, but she teleported to the island. Her guard's boat comes in halfway through this week. So
Okay, so we have like 4 days.
roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
You did not get high enough for
Sad
teleportation
days.
circle. But I will give you information. If she teleported to the island, she has a handful of people guarding her now. The rest of the people coming in is what's going to make the job from, a simple job to a harder job.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, she told me it's going to be in half a week, the rest of her guards will arrive. So we have half a week, so
The
4
question I have
days
is, why do we
to,
only
get the
have a
job done.
2-day, like, why specifically a 2-day time limit?
There's nothing about a 2-day time limit.
Yeah, Mayago is going to be waiting for you guys
In 3 days.
Yeah, in 3 days in Wetchard's Fist.
Oh,
So
3.
if we want to get paid, we have to meet him in 3 days. All right, so going by all this logic, sailing down there would be the best choice because we need to do it quickly, and by land is not fast enough. New question: does this map show any alcoves or somewhere we can dock the ship without it being discovered?
On the southern coast of the island?
So anywhere along this side of the island.
You don't know these waters, but the locals here, anybody who's local
I think
to
I
this
should know
island is welcome to roll me a history check. And you will get information growing in DCs, or in groups of 5.
Can I make a history check, or am I
Sure,
not
you've been here
local
for
enough?
a few weeks.
No.
I am not rolling well. That's why I have everything set to automatic as best I can.
Enrique. People fish all along this coast. Makes sense. Kalbahari. People probably have private coves or docks or areas where they moor up their fishing boats. Probably talking to a local who knows these coasts would do you better to be able to find one. Nefria, yes, this is the far side of the island on the southern coast. Locals know Rio Loro as that nice, cozy port. It is also the first port back to civilization. There are plenty of smugglers that run things up and down these southern coasts and areas that they'd get their boats safely as they are resting for the night.
So would Athera know of one of these places that smugglers dock their ships?
I'll roll.
I know it was up, but
I'll roll a percentage die. Above 50, yes, and above 60, Mayago told her where his is. 44.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nefira ran with people in the land.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a man on the southern horizon in a little rowing boat who knows where one is.
For real?
He's still person I want to talk to about this.
I think we'd be better off without him. Let's not bring
I think we'd be better
Sokol.
off just winging it.
all right.
We have
Well,
enough bad luck in this boat. We should.
what time is it? Because I know we partied till late, so it's like the sun rising. Did we miss out on sleeping for the night, or is it still evening?
No, it is the evening. I would say it's sunset.
Okay.
The party did not last very long at all. It got a little rowdy.
Wasn't much of a party, to be honest.
I just didn't know when it started.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
more
it
of a
started in the
memorial.
evening. Okay. Well, we can. If the night's still young, we can go to the town and ask around, try and find one of the shadier groups and see if they have a good docking spot. And try and convince them to
Just
let
an
us use it.
idea. Are there any cities or port cities that we would pass on our way down there? Like going south? That's a question for Emmy.
There would be a handful of like tiny villages. We're talking like 3 or 4 houses, which would just, be maybe like a small fishing clan or something like that. As far as if you know where they are on this island, let's see. I would say maybe just outside of Rio Loro, where a lodge of people is set off the mountain.
To the main party, I'm going to. I propose that we go to somewhere where they don't know how we got this ship and we aren't as popular. I think we should stay under the radar while trying to do recon on this, and the less people that know what and why we're trying to go down the coast, the better.
I'll
I
stay
suggest
on the
that
ship
we
then.
go to this.
Why are you wide known here? Well, I mean not here. but
Stealth is
around.
not exactly something I am capable of.
I'm pretty good at skulking around.
Calvahar is going to look at the woman that they were all mourning during the party. I was apprenticed to. They know my face.
I mean, also we just saw 2 people come up and talk to you, so it's not like they don't know who you are.
If our goal is to stay in the shadows, maybe not doing this investigation under everyone's nose. Let's maybe move down the coast to the place I know.
I will say at night I'm pretty quiet, but again, that is during the day, especially everybody's going to recognize me. Or good majority, I should say.
Thevu is going to speak up and say, or if we want to go in the cover of night, we could leave tomorrow morning, and that would put us at sunset tomorrow. Arriving.
I mean, we just kind of blew off that general lady. I don't want her to get any ideas of like stopping us from leaving. So I feel like we should at least leave this port.
I wish you
Out
would
of
try and
curiosity.
sink our ship in Rio Loro.
Okay, no. But if I may, are there any known fishing locations around that area?
Yes, there's a lot of fishing down in that area.
So, there's our cover. We have some people on the ship, fishing, and also, help us out with gathering food supplies. And meanwhile, people go scouting. And what's they going to say? Oh, why? You're not allowed to fish there? Okay, we move over to a slightly different location to fish.
I'm going to turn to her and go, there's a difference between deep sea fishing and coastal fishing. Do you really think they'll believe that this giant ass ship is a coastal fishing boat?
They will when I start diving down in the
Do we
waters
have
and
any other
catching it.
boats?
There's
I think we
one
just go.
rowboat on the ship.
Yeah, because the other one was taken.
I've convinced people of worse.
How about this? We leave now. We sail into the night, taking shifts, so that the admiral doesn't come and try and cannon our ship on the way out. We find a place to dock in the morning, and then take a trip over to the castle to see what's up.
That is the best idea I've heard so far. Unless someone has something better, let's do that.
You guys are still having this conversation in the captain's quarters. Fabu
Correct.
is going to pull out a dagger and put it through the table and say, or if that admiral tries anything, I'll gut her.
Okay, so we're not trying to actively antagonize, but I agree we should defend ourselves. But I think right now, most important thing is get out of here before she tries to blockade us, maybe.
I give Fabu a knuckle bump. Hold out my fist.
She's going to nod, and she's going to look at Goldenwind and say, alright, hey, you, cat, go below deck, see what our supplies are like. We got a lot of mouths to feed.
Alright.
I'll go down there as
Yeah,
well.
I'll, like, go down,
Since I'm more than likely going to be cooking, I want to make sure I have enough ingredients.
You know
They're
what?
better of tidy
Screw
feet.
it. I'm going to go ahead and say, do you want me to start fishing while we wait?
Yes.
Oh wait, are you asking Favu or Nafria?
Both.
We'll need food for the coming journey. Fishing will take suspicion off of us and give us food. That seems like a good idea.
All right. You're just gonna see a dagger that's actually smaller in his hand. It's just like, all right. Well, guess I'm gonna go fishing then.
All right. For Goldenwind and Roriku, you guys have a 3-mast vessel. It is a bark, a beautiful ship. It is very, very fast. There are 4 levels to it. This is the grid we're going to use for your ship for the duration of the campaign, unless you guys edit it. Going down below decks, there
I think I could add a trebuchet to the front if we really want.
There is some extra supplies for repairing the ship, for sailing, for repairing your rowboats, for storing stuff. However, you've got a couple barrels of clean water. Looking throughout the ship, unfortunately, the food supplies are either empty or rotting. The ship has been sitting here for a few days.
All right.
Does it look like
Is
you restocked
any of
or,
the I want to look and see if any of the rotting food can be salvaged, or at least like if it can be used immediately. I use it to prepare tonight's dinner for everyone.
You
actually,
have to encompass my new favorite phrase into your life from now on, Jordan. It is WWGS. What would Gordon Ramsay say? But I will roll you a check for your rotting food.
I hope we're not idiot sandwiches.
Well, no,
Can
he
I-
wouldn't serve this travel to someone. That said,
Oh wait. It's not prepared, but I do have the spell Purify Food and Drink. So it's like maybe not tonight, but we can.
Hey, free of poison and disease. It's
I
no
have
longer
it.
running.
I have it prepared
taste
right
terrible.
now. I have
Oh,
the
and our
food
cleric has
prepared.
it right now. So no, we're good. We're good. We can use magic. We can.
You
Um,
can use magic to solve all our problems.
I'm going to give you guys a barrel of rotted tropical fruit, um, various different citrus. I will also give you a barrel of seasoning vegetables, potatoes, onions, carrots, things to make stocks for stews. That also is going under. Um, I would say over half of the barrel is rotted, that the rest of the food is contaminated. If you want to cook it, it probably won't. You can make enough meals for people that won't get them sick, but after today, the food is not going to be good.
Okay.
But we have a spell to fix that.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we got bait for fishing.
Yeah, you've got a barrel enough for 3 meals easily between these 2 barrels if you can get some meat to go with it. However, you only have time to cook it for one night. That said, if you want to purify food and drink, you can just eat nasty rotted food that doesn't
Doesn't kill us,
taste
but
well,
doesn't taste
it
good.
doesn't kill you.
All right.
Like it's
So,
usable. Who wants gruel?
well,
So
Kalahari is getting fish. I'm going to use the fish and the food that I can salvage from these 2 barrels so that I can make a feast for us tonight.
okay, fair enough.
I want to then come back above deck and go look. The food situation is dire. We need someone to go to the market and grab us another couple barrels of citrus and another couple barrels of slowly perishable vegetables.
Actually, if you give me some time with there's a couple rotting oranges. I can distill it and we can have orange.
How old are you again?
I like orange juice. I'm 13. But like
Golden
I'm
Wind,
really good at chemistry. My dad was also an alchemist.
as you tilt the citrus barrel, the fruits at the bottom let up a fume. The bottom of the barrel has started to ferment. There is mushy liquid at the bottom.
Okay.
Alrighty. So,
Um,
is anybody going to help me fish?
I'll help you.
Oh, I can. I got a fishing pole.
you're down here with me, little kid.
No, you're reporting back upstairs, didn't you already?
Oh yeah.
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 But no, it's like I can actually I can distill the juice and we could have. I think it's vitamin C that's important, and I got.
Avoiding scurvy. Yeah, it's vitamin C.
Yeah, avoiding scurvy. No, so it's usable if we don't mind drinking kind of weird tasting water.
Okay, I'm going to try and basically dive fish.
I tell Nefirita about our food situation, and since I'm going to be preparing a food for tonight, we need someone to go to the market and grab a couple more barrels.
I have 10 gold on me.
Maybe I have a question. Do I have bait on me since I have the magic fishing rod?
I'm gonna say you've got what's on your character sheet.
Okay, I do not have bait. It does not come with an adventurer's kit.
We have a bunch of rotten vegetables.
I mean, I guess
I can create and destroy water, but it'll take me a night to get it prepared. I don't have it prepared right now.
I think I also have access to that spell.
Emmy, how much does 1 loot point get me as far as barrels of food?
On the trade goods table, let's look. You want here's a barrel or amount in pounds. So how much can a barrel hold? A barrel's like what, 50 pounds of food? 60?
Are you asking like IRL stuff?
I'm gonna say, yeah. Well, I
What are the
can
odds that
convert.
we'll need
I can
feather
convert a
fall?
barrel in terms of like water, but I'm not gonna do that. So we'll just do 75 pounds. If you want to fill the whole barrel, the barrel itself is probably about 20 pounds on its own. So I'm gonna say about 40 pounds of food to put in there. It's gonna cost you 4 gold to fill 1 barrel.
I can buy
4
2 barrels
gold.
right now without any loot points.
Same.
I would say, are we about to take a long rest? Like, as soon as we're done, like, housekeeping here?
It's up to you guys.
Probably.
It's your
I'm
campaign.
gonna be
I'd
say,
fishing before taking a long rest.
But, so I think I will spend, like, the awake hours of my long rest. I'm going to be spending all 3 spell slots to make 4 of my, using my class feature as an alchemist, making 4 of my, unidentified potion. So I'm going to basically pick a room, preferably like a closet or something that like can be sealed off. And I'll probably be spending the rest of the time in there as I get to work.
All right. So
It's like,
I'll just
I'm gonna have to like prepare
whilst
seals
people
for
are
this
doing
door,
stuff
but
and the
I'm
ship
gonna
isn't
make
moving.
this like the alchemy room, and yeah, don't come in here when I'm in here. I can't promise that everything will be non-toxic.
Emmy, you
Now-
said two. You said 2 gold coins per barrel.
4 gold
4.
coins per barrel, and you could buy you buy a dozen chickens for 20 silver pieces.
Well, see, here's the thing about the chickens. We have to feed the chickens.
That's fair.
We have more on veg. No, that's better for pigs.
I say we get. All right, I'm gonna come up with a grocery list. We want 6 chickens. All right. We want
Shit, I need.
a barrel of chicken feed. A small barrel. Can I get a half barrel of chicken feed, Emmy?
Sure. Hold on. Let me write this down because
Well,
never
actually,
had to keep up with this before.
also,
Yeah,
actually, if you're going to
have a
market
character
before
sheet, and
I
then we
get
can-
to work, could you pick up these potion ingredients?
No.
I
Because surviving with food is more important.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, if there's any left over.
All right, I'm writing your grocery list, Jordan.
Emmy,
You want 6
Emmy, can I
chickens?
recommend?
I want 6 chickens.
Okay.
I want a half barrel of chicken feed.
Hold on, I'm doing the price on your chickens.
Okay.
12 silver. Okay. You want a half barrel of chicken feed?
Yep.
Hold on. Feed. Let's see. Feed. And you want 0.5 of that. Okay. That's not much at all. Okay.
Wait, it's not much price-wise, or that's not a lot of feed?
It is 5. Let's see. Oh, a half barrel. I'm sorry. So for a half barrel, you would need 2 things. Okay, so it's 10 silver.
Okay. I also need a
Or
barrel
1
of
silver, 1
citrus.
silver. I'm sorry.
A barrel of citrus. And how long does would this last? Like a barrel with how many crew members do we have? 9?
Yeah, I'll give you a week of it easy before flies or anything get to it.
Okay. So
So
a
you'll
barrel.
be good for a while.
Yep. So a barrel of citrus, a barrel of mixed vegetables, like carrots, cabbage, potatoes, etc.
Let's see. Did I ever price out vegetables? I priced out fruit. I never priced out vegetables.
Would you say they're more expensive or about the same?
I'll just do it as the same because I don't want to add it to this list. currently. Okay, so let's see.
Just assorted fruit and veg. There we go.
Okay. So I got you for 6 chickens, a half a half a barrel of chicken feed, a barrel of citrus, and a barrel of vegetables.
Yes. And then is there some kind of straw bedding for the chickens on the ship?
A place where you can keep chickens on the ship. I'm gonna look at that image that we have.
Maybe the bottom.
Because that's
The map.
Well, like,
Actually,
it'd be like-
taking a look at the map. Do you have like a map of like inside the? Oh, you do. Okay.
yeah. There are not any designated chicken containers on this ship.
So
there are
these right
rooms
here?
for guests, so you could throw the chickens in the guest room and just close it.
Yeah, that's
I want to
let
say
me
down
pull
here.
up my
like,
pinger. Right here, like one of
Okay,
these.
you
Is
wanna
these-
make
are
that
these
a
the guest
chicken
rooms?
coop? Okay.
Yeah, we'll make one of those a chicken coop.
All right.
well, it's like I'm thinking this room right here will be like Golden
gonna-
Wind's alchemy room, but I do need like a designated space for that. Alchemy
Next
requires
to
a
the
lot of space.
chicken room. There you go.
Pretty
I
much.
put a
Actually, no, that could work.
I put a C
No.
where the chickens are.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I think we need to figure this out now.
So whoever you send to town needs to be sent with 10 gold, and you.
I will give the person my 10 gold.
I guess I could go into town because I would know where some people might be if we're just getting groceries.
Alrighty.
I'd like to. I'm going to kind of have an aside with Favru and say, what else do you see that we need for the ship that we can get from town?
Favu is going. Somebody put chicken room and alchemy room on the map.
We're going to need this. We will not remember.
That's
Favu-
fair.
Yeah, Favu will take and survey the ship in a few minutes. She gets back to you, and she'll speak up and say, well, if we want to keep everybody happy, there's no grog on board, no bitter of any types. We don't have any ways to defend ourselves, so we'd have to. We'd need some sort of armory, bows, javelins, harpoons. I don't know if we can even put a cannon on a vessel like this. Other than that, we'd need more cloth for the sails in case we were ever sabotaged. Otherwise, it seems that the ship's got everything it needs. Perhaps a second life vessel.
I think we desperately need grog, desperately need bitters. I like the idea of getting cloth for sails, and let's stock the armory after we've gotten our payday. So I will purchase the libations for the crew this time. Next time we all split it.
She's going to lean in and say, and just between you and I, if we get a cage we can put below decks, if things get difficult at the princess's mansion, you could walk away with a little extra prize.
That's a good idea. I support that idea, and even if it isn't for this endeavor, having a cage under the ship would be very helpful.
She's gonna nod and say, I'll send someone to pick one up. I got no love for these nobles. Blech.
I will join the crew going into town for getting things, and I will divert and pick up the grog, bitters, and cloth.
Right, I'll just do the heavy lifting of the barrels.
All right.
I
I
am
mean,
cooking up a
what's the
feast to
damage
get
to me?
to use as much of this food before it rots away.
All right.
I mean, how
Yes.
much gold am I spending in general?
I'm doing the math for that right now.
Extra grog. A little heavy on the grog.
While it's happening, how does my fishing trip go?
Give me a survival check. Okay. Give me a survival check, and I'm not gonna give you advantage on that. I'll just let you roll me a regular one. You can add your proficiency to it, if you're proficient with the net.
I am.
Fishing. That is if you're not proficient in survival, but you are proficient in net.
I am good with net.
Okay, I'm still waiting to see the roll on my side.
Oh, right. So am I rolling survival on net?
Give me a survival check and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Right, okay. So I'll just take that.
Alright, here we go. Trade goods. 1 pound of iron is equivalent to 1 square yard of linen. But you need cotton cloth instead. No, you need canvas cloth for sales, right?
I believe it's canvas, yeah.
Canvas.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 1 square yard of canvas. That's even cheaper. That's better. Is equal to 1 pound of iron. So I'm just going to use my calculator for iron here. Okay, so the canvas will run you. If you want to be able to completely replace all of your sails, you'll need 20 gold worth of canvas. If you want to get half of that, you could replace any 2 of your, well, I would say 1.5 of your mass if they get sabotaged.
I want enough for 1 for the
1
time being.
mass? Okay.
So that would be like 6.67.
Yeah, square yards, you'll be looking at 6 gold for the canvas. And for food and drink of a decent,
I'm just drink.
or for drink, sorry, of a decent
See,
lifestyle.
I'm food and some barrels for drink I can easily create in more clean water if we're just getting a water barrel.
I can at least purify it. I can't make it, but
No, I can create it. I just need to prepare the spell.
So, for a good ale, you would be looking at 2 gold per barrel.
I guess 2 barrels. Or, no, just 1 barrel. Okay.
And these are like those shoulder barrels that, like the kegs that you put on shelves.
Oh, You might need Kalahari to help carry. You're gonna need me to come back, and it's just like, what is that? All right, I'll carry another one. Hold up.
All right, so I'll put you.
I thought you were fishing.
No, I'm going to the market to get the food because I'm carrying around the giant heavy barrels, and the other fishman is fishing.
Okay.
Yeah,
that-
Tor, you are going to get a lot. You're gonna do really well on that survival check. I'll roll in the DMG in a second on that table, but I just remember that table's a little wonky, so I have to adjust it as needed. All right, so and then a cage. For a iron cage, that's gonna be a rare one if there's even a smith in town selling it.
Do we even have enough gold for a cage?
Probably not. Probably not yet, I should say.
Oh, the container capacity for a barrel is on page 153. I knew I saw that in here. So let's see. For manacles, it is 2 gold pieces. So I'm gonna times that by 10 for an entire cage. It is 10 gold pieces.
You mean 20?
That is how math works, isn't it?
Why'd you say something? We would have gotten it half off.
I don't.
Alright.
We could get it. We could get a hole off if we steal it.
There you go. Does anybody else want anything else on their grocery list?
I'll be paying for the barrels of food and water that Ricky.
Okay, we're gonna
Riku.
handle acquiring this tonight. I'm just getting a list of stuff that I'm going to go down and start pointing at people. Does anybody else want to go into town to get stuff?
I want to say one more thing before we go into town.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah. It's 9:30, so I would like to go to bed soon. Because I got work in the morning.
Okay.
Do you need me? Because I can leave. If we
no,
end the session after the shopping trip.
we can handle this off screen. On money bartering and the acquisition of goods. So we'll come back here next session and I'll be poking you guys in your group chat about stuff. So 6 chickens, 1/2 feed barrel, 1 barrel of citrus, 1 barrel of vegetables, 60 square yards of canvas, 2 barrels of, or 66 square yards of canvas, 2 barrels of good ale, and a cage. I will poke you guys about the various things you have to do around town. Your shopping list is looking like 10 gold plus 8 is going to be 18 plus 20. It's 38 gold. I don't think you guys have that, but you can make some deals with people.
I'm adding my 10 gold. So
So you guys are at 20.
I'm at 10 gold as well.
I've got 10 gold. So
I think everybody has
the
10,
4 people have
starts off with
chimed
10
in
gold
with
for the
10.
most part.
Who's chipping in the last 8? Nefria's 10,
Riku's 10.
Kalbahari's 10, Riku's 10, and then okay, with Enrique's 10, then you guys are good, and I will smatter out. I'll divide it evenly and tell everybody whatever they end up paying. Okay. We'll pick up your next session, starting to sail once you guys have all your stuff.
Cool.
Yay!
I'm going
Yay.
to do milestones for your guys' group. So when we hit a major story milestone is when we will level up. So with that, thank you for showing up tonight, and we will meet 2 Sundays from now Bye, everybody.
Good
See you
night.
later.